A stranger enters an elevator. Everyone inside is facing backward. 10 seconds later, so is he. You've probably seen this experiment. But have you ever asked why? Why do we fear being the only one standing correctly? The answer isn't in your mind, it's in your biology. It's older than cities, older than language. For our ancestors, exile from the tribe meant death. No food, no protection, no survival. So the brain learned a simple rule: fit in or die. When you go against the group, your brain doesn't just disagree, it panics. Scientists discovered that social rejection activates the same brain region as physical pain, the anterior cingulate cortex, the part that screams when you burn your hand. It screams just as loud when the group turns away. Conformity is your brain's painkiller. This isn't weakness, this is evolution. For 200,000 years, being cast out was a death sentence. Your body remembers, even when your mind doesn't. So you turn around in the elevator, you order what everyone else orders, you laugh when the room laughs. Not because you're weak, because you're wired to survive. But here's the twist. The tribe is gone, the exile is gone, the threat is gone. But the fear is still running your decisions. And someone noticed. Someone realized that if they could trigger that fear, they could guide your hand. Welcome to the age of invisible architects. Strangers you've never met, designing your choices. Walk into a grocery store, you see someone else reaching for a brand. Your brain tags it. Safe, validated, chosen. Suddenly that brand looks better. You didn't decide, they did. This is called social proof, and it's everywhere. The restaurant you pick because it's crowded. The movie you watch because everyone else did. The path you walk because someone wore it into the dirt. You think you're choosing. But your brain is just reading the room. And the room was designed by someone who wants you to choose exactly what you chose. Marketers call it choice architecture. They're not forcing you. They're arranging the context so that your tribal brain does the work. And it's invisible until you see it. In one study, researchers placed a single person on a busy sidewalk staring up at nothing. Within seconds, a crowd formed, all staring at nothing. No words, no force, just conformity. You weren't there, but you've done the same thing. You've bought the thing everyone bought, believed the thing everyone believed, and never once asked, who decided everyone should believe it? Then came the internet, and the script went digital. Now the tribe isn't in the elevator, it's in your pocket. Watching, counting, scoring your every move. You post a photo, you wait. The likes are your proof. The tribe approves. No likes, the tribe has turned away, and your brain feels the same sting your ancestors felt. Algorithms learned this. They don't show you what you like, they show you what the crowd likes, because your brain trusts the crowd more than it trusts you, and the crowd is just code. You think you're scrolling for yourself, but you're being shown a script written by engagement metrics, by what made the last 10 million people stop scrolling. You're not the audience, you're the product. And the cost? You start dressing like the feed, talking like the feed, wanting what the feed wants. You're not building a life, you're following a trend written by strangers who never asked your name. Who profits from this? Not you. The companies that built the platforms. The brands that bought the ads, the systems that learned. A person who follows the crowd is a person who buys what the crowd buys. In a closed-door meeting in Silicon Valley, someone once said, "We're not selling products, we're selling belonging." They know, they've always known, and they've been selling you the tribe you already need. You're not competing with yourself. You're competing with 200,000 years of evolution and a billion-dollar industry that studied that evolution better than you ever could. This was never a fair fight. So what do? You can't escape the script. It's in your biology. But you can see it. And seeing it is the first step to rewriting it. The next time you reach for something, ask yourself, is this my choice? Or am I just standing backward in an elevator? Because once you see the script, you can't unsee it. And that's where your freedom begins.